I vanished after her affair, until she hunted me down. I never thought I would disappear from my own life, from my home, from the very person I had once trusted completely. But betrayal has a way of changing everything. Her name is Lauren. We had been married for 8 years. I thought we had a strong marriage, shared responsibilities, mutual respect, and what I believed was deep love. We built a home, planned for the future, and had a life that felt secure. Or so I thought. Then I found out she was having an affair. It wasn't subtle. A misplaced message on her phone, a forgotten social media account she claimed wasn't mine, a coworker who seemed to know more about her schedule than I did. The evidence piled up until I couldn't ignore it. The betrayal was undeniable. At first, I confronted her. I tried to talk, to reason, to understand. But her responses were infuriating. Deflections, gaslighting, and excuses that only confirmed what I feared. She had already chosen someone else over me. In the days following the revelation, I couldn't stay. Not in the home where every corner reminded me of her deceit. Not in the marriage that had become a cage of lies. I made a decision that shocked even me. I vanished. I left without confrontation. No shouting, no tears, no begging. I packed my essentials, took some clothes, and walked away from everything I had known. I didn't tell friends. I didn't tell family. I simply disappeared, leaving a note on the kitchen counter. Lauren, I can't stay. I can't be part of a life built on lies. I hope one day you understand the pain you caused. Goodbye. I moved far away, changed my phone number, limited my online presence, and started over quietly. It wasn't easy. Loneliness hit hard. Nights felt empty, but it was necessary. I needed space to breathe, to heal, and to reclaim the part of me that had been lost to her betrayal. For months, I lived in quiet anonymity. A small apartment, a modest job, and a life stripped down to essentials. I avoided social media. I avoided mutual friends. Every day was a reminder that I had removed myself not just from her, but from the toxic cycle she had created. Then, one day, she found me. It started with a call from a mutual friend, tentative, worried. "Lauren is asking about you. She wants to see you." I hesitated. Anger, confusion, and unresolved hurt swirled inside me. Why now? Why after months of silence? Did she realize what she had lost? Or was this just another attempt to manipulate me? I agreed to meet her, not out of love, not out of hope, but out of the need to understand closure on my own terms. We met at a small cafe, neutral ground. She looked different, tense, remorseful, vulnerable. The confident, flippant woman who had betrayed me months ago seemed like a stranger. I made a mistake," she began, voice trembling. I didn't understand how much I was hurting you." I listened quietly, my heart a mix of lingering pain and cautious detachment. Her words were heavy with regret, but they couldn't erase months of betrayal, months of healing, months of absence. I didn't yell. I didn't cry. I didn't beg. I simply spoke with clarity. "Lauren, I left for a reason. Your choices were yours. My response was mine. You can't undo the past. I've built a life since then, and I won't let your regrets control it." She looked at me, stunned. I could see the realization in her eyes. I had changed, I had moved on, and I wasn't the same person who had been shattered by her affair. We parted that day without drama, without reconciliation. It wasn't closure for her. It was closure for me. I had vanished, not to punish, not to flee, but to reclaim myself. And when she hunted me down, I met her not with desperation, but with the quiet strength I had built in her absence. Betrayal teaches harsh lessons. It teaches that trust, once broken, cannot simply be repaired with apologies. It teaches that some wounds require distance, reflection, and decisive action. And it teaches that sometimes the best response is to disappear, rebuild, and return only as someone stronger, unshaken, and free. I vanished from her life, and in doing so, I found myself. And that, ultimately, was the victory she could never take away.